Sociologists are interested in explaining why we see the patterns we do in society by looking not just at the individual but at culture and institutions. So we're looking at the context in which individuals make decisions. It could be anything from firefighting to residential segregation to the way in which we do marketing. So our students do a series of classes where they learn to apply the lens in various ways, and then they do a series of classes where they learn research methods and then do an independent empirical project at the end of their senior year. I teach Introduction to Sociology, of course, and then Sociology of Gender, Race and Ethnicity, and a class called Power and Sexuality. The Sociology department is a really vibrant department at Occidental right now. We're growing and we have just fascinating professors. We have a person that does work on revolutions and social movements. We have someone that does research on education and masculinities. We have someone that does research on crime, and so students are fascinated by crime and deviance. We have someone who does research on urban life and how that shapes especially ethnic experiences. And we have someone who does research on sociology of food, which students find absolutely fascinating. So we are a really vibrant department with really diverse faculty that have a lot to offer. I personally have two research projects. One students might be really interested in is a project where I'm studying the sexual culture on this campus. So I'm trying to figure out how it is, what sort of culture new frosh encounter, how they manage that, how they learn across their 4 years. And the other is very, very different. I look at the ways in which Americans talk about what we call female genital mutilation in Africa. One thing I love about teaching at Oxy is that there is a real intellectual culture here. Many students are incredibly inquisitive and they really want to learn. And the few students that aren't know they have to pretend to be. So in class, there's no too cool for school, like pretending like they don't care. Students are incredibly eager and they absolutely love having their minds blown. The sociology department also sends more students abroad than any other department on campus. So we have designed our curriculum to be able to fit in a semester abroad, and so our students have absolutely amazing experiences doing that. What's fun being at a relatively small school is that I get to have the same student in more than one class over time, and so I really get to see them grow up and become smarter and more sophisticated and develop relationships with them. And sometimes those relationships develop into mentorships or research partnerships, and that's a very rewarding part of teaching here.